Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are crafting for Easter once again, but all today's blanks are from Hobby Lobby. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I have this really pretty pink sublimation mug from Hobby Lobby. So it actually says pink marble mug. And it's a 12-ounce mug. Now, this means that I can sublimate on this, since obviously it says sublimation blank. You can also use infusible ink on this, but I am using neither. I am just going to put vinyl on this mug. As soon as I can get this off. All right, there we go. This mug is so pretty. They also have a blue one, and that was really nice as well. But since my daughter loves drinking hot chocolate, when I saw the pink one, I'm like, okay, I think she would love this. So, and when she saw the mug, her face lit up. So I was right about her liking this mug. So we're gonna put a little design on it. First, I need to clean the mug. I'm just gonna clean it with a little rubbing alcohol, just to make sure all the dust and debris is off. Okay, so I have my design here. It does have some little pieces in it, so you know when I see little pieces, I love to just reverse weed to try to make things a little easier for myself. I'm gonna cut my transfer sheet down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get it over the design. And then burnish. All right, and then I should be able to just get the backing right off. Now there is some extra, no, that's okay. I was gonna say there's extra vinyl on here, but it's okay, I can just pull it off because I know I'm not gonna save it, so I don't need to cut it down. I can use it to help me pull this off. Okay, so that was easy enough to get the negative space off, but I do have some small pieces to weed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and weed this while I put on a little music. Okay, so that wasn't too bad at all. It was easy enough to get those pieces out of there. It makes it a lot easier to me when the design is already on the transfer tape, because then everything that you want to stay on the transfer tape stays. Okay, so let's look at the design really quickly. I have two rabbits with an egg in the middle. We have a couple little dots there and a little flower. So we're gonna go ahead and get this on our mug. This is a very simple design. Okay, let's get it. I think right there would be good. I don't want it too close to the top because you know, you always want to leave space for sipping, that your mouth or whomever you're making it for has room and it doesn't touch, the lips do not touch the vinyl. Okay, and I'm also only putting it on one side, so, you know, obviously she can drink from the side that doesn't have the vinyl on it as well. And I could have also put it on both sides, but I figured, why just not do one? And there it is. Very simple. First project, wordless. It is so pretty. That white on the pink. Very pretty. Very simple. Very Easter. All right, let's move on. Okay, so I have this plastic container that basically looks like wrapped candy. I thought this would be a good, like just to put a little gift, some candy. That's what I'm trying to say. Lord. I thought this would be a cute container to put some candy in to give to someone. There's also some tape on here. They put it on it to secure it. But yeah, it just says plastic container. And we're going to personalize it. I'm hoping that this does not leave any sticky, and it's doing it. Okay, it's leaving a sticky residue. So I'm going to show you how I go about getting stickers off of things without it leaving residue. Okay, so I have my heat gun. I am just going to heat this up. I'm not going to hold it in one spot because I don't want it to burn anything. I just want it to loosen up the adhesive underneath here. So I'm going to turn this on and get to loosening this sticker. All right, let's see if that made a difference. I'm really hoping it did. There we go. Every time, it works, every time. And I'm still gonna wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol, but okay, that's just a scratch. Okay, it works every time. All right, so let's get some alcohol and wipe this down. So you can do that. I've done that with not just when I'm crafting. I do it with all sorts of things. If I see that that the sticker is going to leave that sticky residue, I just pull out my heat gun, and I don't mess around with trying to scrape it and all that. Nope. Pull out the heat gun and it works. All right, so we got a clean surface there. Now, so with this particular design, it is vinyl and a sticker. This vinyl should read 1, 2, 3. Yep, there we go. And there it is. So we have the letter A here. So you may notice that my A looks all broken up, and that's because I did not want to overlap my vinyl on the sticker, and I didn't want my sticker to be on top of the vinyl. So I went in Design Space and made it so that the sticker fits nicely into the letter A. So I'm going to show you how I did this, how it will all turn out. So I'm gonna grab this. This is the same transfer tape from our first project. Let's reuse if we can. And then I'm gonna burnish. All right, there we go. So I have the letter A, and it's just the initial to someone's name. And really, it is very simple. If you don't know how to why can't I remember the name of the technique that you use for this? But if you don't know how to make this happen, I, basically do what I did. I can do a tutorial on it. And see, my A and my rabbit fit nicely into one another. I'm just trying to make sure it's even here. Look at that. Can you guys see? Yeah, there you go. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Can I get this lid off? I should be able to, right? They had tape on it, but it doesn't come off that easily, which is good because if you're putting candy in it or something, you don't want it to just come apart. So there it is. It looks so cute with that, and how they fit together. It's perfect. Perfect. Okay, we've got another one. So let's move on to our next project. Okay, so for this project, we have some eggs, and it just says packaged eggs, and there were 12 in here. I already started the project because there were several that I had to do, so I wanted to get most of them done off camera, but I'm going to do, I have 3 more to do. Although there are 4 left, I have 3 more to do, so I'm going to use this green, pink, and yellow. And then I have some vinyl here that I need to weed. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Okay, so I have all 3 of the words weeded, and it says faith, Easter, and joy. All right, so we're going to get these 3 onto our eggs. And I have my cup cradle here because it just keeps see how the egg was just rolling back and forth? It keeps it from moving around so much. And if you see, they have these little ribbons on it so they could be hung. I'm not going to be hanging them, so off camera I'm just going to cut off the ribbons. But just so you know, if you wanted to hang them from somewhere, you could do that. Now, because I've already done several of these off camera, I'm going to show you the technique that I did to get these, to easily transfer this. So this is not a flat surface, it's an egg, and we know how eggs are shaped. I literally did 1 letter at a time. Just 1 letter at a time. I did not push. It's not even all the way down here. It's down just enough so it doesn't fall off the egg. And I'm just only scraping 1 letter because trying to put it all down at once will cause your letters to bubble in areas. It doesn't lay down flat. It starts to crease. So to avoid all that, as soon as I did my very first one, I was like, nope, 1 letter at a time. And it works so well. So that's just a tip for you if you decide to do something like this. I would say just do 1 letter at a time and it will make your life easier. And there we go. Faith right on there. Easy peasy. Okay, let's do joy next, and we're gonna do joy. I want to do joy on the yellow one, I think. Yeah, let's do joy on the yellow one. Now this one is going to be a lot easier to get down because Of course, the word is a lot shorter. All right, that is the last of the three. So we have Easter, faith, and joy. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the ones that I already finished. So we also have love, happy, fun, hop, hope, peep, and cute. So what I'm going to do with these, as I mentioned, I said I was going to cut off the ribbon here. It's because I'm going to make it to put in like a centerpiece for a table. So obviously we don't need the ribbon for that. So they're just going to sit in the basket. All right, we've got one more. So let's get to that one. Okay, so we have these drawstring bags. They come 4 in a pack. And if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that for different holidays or occasions, my daughter likes to give her friends things. I have to admit, I am an enabler. Because sometimes I come up with the idea before she even begins to think about anything. So this technically was my idea. And when she got home from school, I was just like, what do you think about this? And she was like, oh my gosh, so excited. So I already knew she was going to approve. I just needed to know the colors and all that stuff like that. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna do 2 on camera, and I'm sure I already spilled the beans because I noticed that in my with the last craft, it happened to be in the camera. So there we go, the ones that I already completed. But anywho, let's work on these 2. I'm gonna cut off this excess down here. This one is good. Okay, so we're doing 2 bags. Although I have 4 here, the other 2 will be done with light purple, like a lavender. And I didn't have any more lavender iron-on, so I have to get some more vinyl to complete those. But I will, obviously we're going to do these 2, and then I'm going to show you the other ones that I already did. Okay, of course we have a little weeding to do, but weeding HTV to me is pretty easy. To me it's easier than doing adhesive vinyl, but I've heard differently from other people. So I guess it's just personal preference. I have everything weeded out. I have a pink rabbit. Oh, Lord have mercy. I have a blue rabbit and I have a pink rabbit. Okay, so I have my heat mat here and my drawstring bag. I'm going to give it a little heat. Make sure all the moisture is out. And then I'm going to start with this pink one. There are a couple of her friends who watch my channel. You know who you are. Since this video is being posted the night before the girls will get their bags, I know there should be no one spilling the beans. So, shh, don't say nothing. Okay, so I have that on here. And then I am going to use just some parchment paper and just move this all around. I did learn with the ones that I have already done, I need to get the heat out of this bag, of this little drawstring bag, let all the heat out, let this cool down first before trying to remove the the carrier sheet. Okay, that should be good. Yes. Wonderful. Now I have a little tail here. So I'm going to put the tail right here. Okay. And then I'm going to put the name across. So this one is going to be Casey's. Although this is overlapping, it's just overlapping the carrier sheet, not any of the design. So we're going to take our parchment paper once again and move this around, get the name and the tail down. Okay, let's draw out that heat once again. Okay, that should be good. So I'm going to pull off this carrier sheet first. The name looks good. And then pull off the one with the tail. And I just want to give it a little more heat, and I'm going to show you why. Can you see that? You see how you can see where the carrier sheet was there? There's like a line. So I can get that out by just going over it one more time. Just to make sure any creases are gone. Let's see. It's gone. There we go. See? No crease. All right, let's do the last one. We're gonna heat it up. And then we're going to get the blue rabbit down. Let's get this pressed. Draw out the heat. Once it's cooled down, we're going to pull off the carrier sheet. And now I'm going to add the tail and her name. And then I'm going to cover it and press. Draw out the heat. Remove the carrier sheets. That's one. And that's two. And of course we want to make sure those lines are gone. So we're going to cover it back up one more time and press it. And Rosie's is done. So we have Casey and Rosie's. And of course we're going to fill it with some goodies. I think they came out so cute. I love these. I love this idea. So that was the last project. Let's look at them all. Okay, so we have our wordless mug with the rabbits and eggs and the little flower. We also have our candy shaped container with the initial and our little cute friend here. And then we have the eggs that will be going into the centerpiece basket that say Easter, hope, fun, faith, cute, hop, hope, and much more. And then of course, our drawstring goodie bags personalized for my daughter's friends. So I hope today's video gave you much inspiration. I hope you enjoyed the video as well. Before you go, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a future video of mine. Until next time, later CV crew.